In a quiet, forgotten village, nestled between misty mountains and a dense pine forest, lived an old man named Ibrahim. He was a woodworker, known for his hands that could shape wood as if it whispered to him what it wanted to become. Though skilled and kind, Ibrahim was a man of silence, a widower with no children and few visitors. The only soul who shared his days was a dog, a large black stray with wise amber eyes. Ibrahim had found him 10 years earlier, lying near the edge of the forest, wounded and trembling. The old man carried him home, tended to his wounds, and named him Shadow, because from that day on, the dog followed him everywhere like a faithful shadow. Shadow was more than a dog. He was a silent companion during long winter nights, a quiet guard of the workshop, and a listener to the thoughts Ibrahim never said aloud. Together, they watched the seasons pass, golden leaves in the fall, deep snows in winter, the scent of pine and earth in spring, and warm sunlit days in summer. As years slipped by, Ibrahim grew slower, his hands stiffer, his breath shorter. Yet Shadow remained at his side, never chasing rabbits, never wandering far. His loyalty was absolute, unshakable. One chilly autumn morning, Ibrahim didn't come out of bed. Shadow waited by the door, then by the workshop, then circled back to his master's side. As dusk fell and the stars appeared one by one, Shadow lay next to the bed, resting his head near Ibrahim's still hand, and stayed there all night. Ibrahim had passed away in his sleep, peacefully, silently, just as he had lived. What followed became legend. The villagers, touched by Shadow's grief, buried Ibrahim in the small cemetery on the hill, but Shadow refused to leave. For days, he lay by the grave, braving rain, wind, and cold. People brought him food and blankets, tried to coax him back to the village, but he would not budge. His place was there, with his master. Weeks turned into months. Every sunrise, the villagers would see the silhouette of the loyal dog sitting still by the grave, watching the valley below. He never barked, never howled, only waited. Years passed. New generations of villagers grew up hearing the story of the dog who mourned his human. And though his fur had grayed and his eyes dimmed, Shadow never left. Until one day, they found him lying peacefully beside the grave, still and quiet as if asleep. The villagers buried him beside Ibrahim, under the same old pine tree. And on that hill, they placed a small wooden sign, carved with trembling hands. Here lie two old souls, one man, one dog, whose love knew no end. To this day, travelers sometimes stumble upon the hill, and those who sit there in silence say they feel something in the breeze, as if two spirits are still watching the world below, together.